Hi, you to the tribe. I'm looking at one of my old textbooks, Organic Chemistry, and I'm amazed at how much carbon is such an influence in organic chemistry. And the thing about organic chemistry is it talks about the mostly one element, that's carbon. It's called the element of life because all life has carbon in it. That's how they can do this carbon dating system, where they tell the age of things by how much carbon is in it. What's another name for carbon? Pigmentation? Yes. Another name is melanin. You don't know how precious this chemical is. You know, people are paying thousands of dollars as they study melanin, the uses of melanin, the endurance of melanin. But they don't teach you that because that would empower you as melanated people. So when you are faced in a society where it's like everyone, well, let's put it like this: you're feared. You are feared. You don't say people hate you, they don't even know you. But you know they fear you. And why do they fear you? They know the power of that melanin. They know your connection to the Creator. So I'd be afraid too if I didn't have that element or had a diminished amount of it. So that should empower you. It shouldn't weaken you walking around with your head hanging down because you think nobody respects you. Man, you should be empowered by the way you are feared. This boy, I'm just chuckling because this young man was told that he needed to go back to Africa. He actually left, and he was making a video in South Africa about being discriminated against. I shouldn't laugh because I'm sure it's very serious to him. But the point is, you let somebody tell you who you are. If everybody leave America and go back to where they come from, don't you know we be the only people here? Yes, because they lied. We didn't come from no Africa. I went there myself and found out they no kin to us. Just look, we may resemble each other by having dark skin, but you're no African. Even your phenotype is different because they don't grow beards. We grow beards. And what other things we have a difference in, they're going to be seen. The point is, don't let nobody run you out of America. What's wrong with you? What? I know you kind of don't like the circumstances or how you treat it, But that should empower you, not weaken you. When you know you're feared, you say, man, there must be something about me they know and I don't know. Could it be I'm a sleeping giant? They want to be sure they don't say anything to give you the idea that you are a person. Like he was talking about how they was greeting somebody before them. They always say, okay, thank you, have a good day. But when it come to him, they didn't say anything. They do that all the time. That's a sign of fear and a sign to show you that they're not going to respect you. That's why they may not do that all day. They don't say, have a good day to everybody. But when you are the next in line, they will say it. They can't help it. That's what they do. Because they know they're not going to say it to you. So, man, that shouldn't upset you. Come on now. You got to have thick skin in that. You shouldn't let that bother you. Come on. You got melanin, man. You can tap into your sweet spot. They ain't got no sweet spot to tap into. So have they made you lose your sweet spot where you can just be still and know and be happy? You don't need all that. You don't need all that fakery because if they do anything decent to you, most time they faking anyway. So what's being said is that let these slights and mistreatments, let them empower you. Empower you to do what, old school? Empower you to have your own community. That's how I look at it when I go to the stores. Because all my stores is closed up. And we sold all our stores 60 years ago when I was a teenager. So I go into stores like this. Man, I'm really building on my community. We're going to have our stores up in a couple of years. We got our gardens growing. But right now, I'm going to their stores. So I'm a guest. Let me see it. The door's open. They got signs. Oh, I can go in. Because by the time they put them signs up, certain things you need before you can go in their stores, you may not be qualified to go in there and shop. But I'm thankful they're letting me in there because it give me time to get my own. Then I won't need them anymore. I don't really need them now. Once we get our vegetable garden going, that's the only reason I go there right now. Anyway, anybody that want to chat, I can go on and on with this. But the point of this video is to tell you the importance of organic chemistry. It's all about you. The carbonated person. That's your power. That's your superpower. They know it. They know that's your superpower. That's why they try to get you to deny yourself, hate yourself. That's the programming. Don't fall for it, people. This is old school talking. I know all the tricks. They don't affect me. And don't y'all think that old people are fools because you say, well, I ain't gonna take what they take. Let me tell you something. You don't have no idea what it was like in the 60s before integration. You have no idea because you never had what we had. We had our own schools, the best teachers in the country, with our own supermarkets, clothing store. We didn't need to go anything they had. We had our own movies. We call them picture shows. We had our own city. If you didn't have our own city, we had our own part of town. And the police didn't mess with us. No, they didn't. This once we gave up our sovereignty and sold ourselves out of our community and try to force ourselves into there, where the government was behind it, we didn't really do it. They gaslit us about we were being discriminated against because we didn't have the same type of schools they had. But we had something. So that's the only time white folks started getting angry. We was being forced. They were being forced to accept us. Nobody wanted to be forced. They couldn't take it out on the government, so they took it out on us. Do you know, uh, during the school integration, if the white schools would not accept the black students, they would have to close their school down because they would lose government funding. So they made them an offer they couldn't refuse. So I can see the thinking say, well, you can force us to let them in, but you can't force us to teach them. So they made us an unwanted guest. We wasn't even a guest in their communities. So that's why we got that worst treatment, and we're still getting it because we don't have our own community. Nobody respects a loafer. You got people come here, get their own communities. Yeah, they get respect. And you've been here all this time and you still haven't got your own community back. I don't respect you myself. Well, I can say this because I've been with people all my life who built back our communities. Oh, I feel like talking tonight. Nobody want to talk to me about this. It's too much of a hot topic. So I've talked a little too much, but that wasn't me. The spirit talks through me. So it's somebody need to hear what's being said. Somebody need to hear it. Hiya to the tribe.